I read that the average person has $1,000 in Christmas debt, and I think that is crazy because average means there can be way more than $1,000 of Christmas debt. My name is Jess, and I make personal finance content, and I'm so honored to talk to you today about why you should not get into debt this holiday season. The crazy thing is, as we're moving into the holiday season, a lot of people take debt. But even crazier than that is from last year's Christmas, people still have not paid off all their Christmas debt. I promise you, there is nothing around the holidays that is worth getting into debt for. There is no gift that's worth it. There's no amount of decor that you should buy that will make it worthwhile getting into debt. The crazy thing is that getting into debt around the holidays is normal. So let's be abnormal together and let's not get into debt this Christmas. A lot of people think to have a magical, wonderful Christmas, you need to buy all of these things, spend so much money, get amazing gifts for everybody. Otherwise, you're not going to have a magical Christmas. Now, you have to know that's not true because having a magical Christmas does not depend on how much you spend. I know you're going to see a lot of things on social media, and it sometimes makes us a little bit stressed because maybe we're not going to have the same Christmas as other people are. And my recommendation would be unfollow them or delete your social media because you do not need to compare your wonderful life to other people's lives. The issue with seeing all these things on social media is we have no idea how much debt they're getting into to make that perfect magical Christmas. And truly, is it that perfect if you have so much debt after and so much stress about paying it all off? There are so many beautiful, wonderful, magical things you can do that are cheap or free, and same with gifts. One year I met up with my friend after January and we were just talking about the holidays, and I asked her what was her favorite gift. And she said, I don't really remember what I got. Now that's not just her, that's everybody. Most people don't remember what they got around the holidays. So we're spending so much money on these gifts and people don't even remember what they got, because truly, when you're an adult, when you're getting older, if you have the funds and the means to do so, you're gonna buy the things that you want, and most likely people aren't even gonna purchase you the items that you want. That doesn't mean you don't have to do a gift exchange if you love giving gifts, but just be mindful and stick within your budget because someone else's budget is not your budget, and you should never try to compete with spending as much as someone does on social media, which is usually just fake. They don't show the things that they're returning, they don't show what they actually have, and they don't show you their bank statements to see how much money they have in the bank, or if they're just in a lot of debt trying to show off. I also want to apologize about the lighting. It is a cloudy day and the weather is not agreeing with me today, so I'm sorry about the overcast and I'm sorry about the lighting. But I read something that said that more than $8.3 billion, billion with a B, of unwanted gifts are discarded every single year around the holidays, and that is crazy. So a lot of what people spend money on is taken and thrown out. So it's like taking your money, lighting it on fire, and throwing it into the garbage, because that's what a lot of people do with gifts, because a lot of people have a lot of stuff and they don't need more things in their home. And I know sometimes we want to give the perfect, wonderful gift, but I think if you really want to give someone a great gift, truly just ask them straight up, what do you want for Christmas? I know for some people that ruins the magical feeling of getting them the perfect gift, and maybe you're really good at giving someone gifts and you can just buy them something, but truly the best thing to do is to ask someone what they want. And if you want a little bit of magic or some more surprise to the gift, you can also ask them for a wish list and then just pick something off that. That's actually what I do with my best friend. She sends me a wish list, I buy her what she wants, and we're all happy because she gets exactly what she wants, and I know she's gonna love the gift. I want you to also realize that if you're deciding to get into debt this holiday season for buying things, you are getting into debt for 1 month, not even a whole month, like a week of December. You're getting into debt for a week, but you have to pay off that debt January, February, March, April, May, June, July. You have to keep paying it off until it's gone. So you are spending, first off, way more than what the gift costs, and secondly, you're thinking about Christmas and all the debt and all the items you bought throughout the whole next year, and that is not a good way to start the new year. I know it can be really hard when it comes to kids around the holiday because you want to make those core magical memories with them, but you have to remember that most young children don't know what things cost, they just know how you made them feel. So if you make them have wonderful magical memories by spending time with them, baking cookies or buying some cheap crafts from the dollar store and spending time doing that with them, that will make them so happy. Going and looking at free lights, doing those things. You don't have to spend a lot of money for kids to be happy. You can make a magical Christmas with your family family and your kids without spending a lot of money. A lot of times we look on social media and we think that we need to spend so much money to make kids happy and have these huge mountains of toys and gifts, and truly that's not the case. You know your kids best, you know your nieces and nephews best, or whoever's kids you're buying for, and you need to just be aware that they don't need a lot of things. They just want to spend time with you, or maybe they do enjoy opening gifts, but it doesn't have to be a billion things, and you don't have to get into debt for making it a great holiday season for them. If you're really struggling financially and you're hoping to actually cut out gifts completely, let your friends and family know that you can't afford gifts and you'd love to spend quality time with them, or do a smaller gift exchange and a certain budget, like a $20 gift exchange. Let them know in advance, and most likely your friends and family feel the same way. You'll be surprised at how many people do not want to exchange gifts and feel overwhelmed and stressed financially, and also just thinking about what gift to buy others and not wanting to do that anymore. There is no problem with letting your friends and family know that you cannot afford Christmas this year, or the holidays, or New Year's, or whatever you cannot afford. You have to be honest with them because they're your friends and family and they care about you. Or if you have a very small budget, let them know that too. Let them know you only want to do a $20 gift exchange. In the fall, my mom and I actually discussed doing a $20 gift exchange between my parents and my husband and I. And that's actually what we're doing this holiday season. I'm very excited for it because we don't need anything. We're just doing it as a little symbolic gift exchange. Less stress, no financial worry, and honestly, it's so hard to find gifts for parents, so I'm so happy we're doing this. And if you can implement that in your life too, and that would make it easier for you, definitely let your family know how you're feeling. Now, the same thing goes with decor. A lot of people spend so much money every single year for decor. I don't understand it, actually. I don't know why people think that Christmas trees and ornaments are so disposable year after year. You really should be buying things you like, and then of course if you can't afford the exact thing you like, buy a substitute, and then when you can afford to replace it, replace it. But you shouldn't be changing your ornaments and things every single year once you've established a set of decor items that you like. And you don't need to buy the next new trendy item because every single year there is a new trendy Christmas decor item. I'd recommend getting decor that you really love and something more timeless that you can use throughout the years, and that you don't have to change every single year and spend a ton of money every single year, because it's super wasteful and bad for your budget. Now, I know going into HomeSense and all those stores can be really tempting, and I'm not saying don't buy a new decor piece every single year. If you like to do that, you can do that. Make sure that you don't overconsume and have a lot of crap that doesn't bring you joy, and make sure you buy the pieces that you love that you can reuse throughout the years. I love this snowman so much, and this is a decor piece that I got last year, and I absolutely adore it. I got this snowman for $12.99 and it is my favorite. So I think it's really important to buy decor pieces that you love that you can reuse throughout the years, because I'm not getting rid of this. Buy pieces that you love and that you are so excited to take out year after year. I am so excited to use this all the time. Like, I love looking at it. It makes me happy. And I want you to buy things that make you happy and not just buy things that are trendy, because next year the trend's gonna be different. You're gonna spend money on a trend and it's gonna be gone. And then you're gonna wanna buy more things that's trendy, and it just keeps changing every single year. Also, if you can see the blanket ladder behind me, that is a blanket that I got last year. It's not a trendy blanket that's in season, but I love it so much. And I love snowflake decor items and I can't wait to use them. Same with these items right here. These are also from last year. I did not buy those this year. The next thing I want you to be mindful of your budget when it comes to the holiday season, so you don't get into debt, is entertaining. It can be really expensive to host others and bring them into your home and give them a beautiful, wonderful meal, exactly like you see on the internet. What I'd recommend is make a meal plan in advance and know what you want to make, so you can shop sales around those items. So let's say you want to make a dessert with condensed milk. You can buy that in advance and you can hold on to it until you need to make it for the holiday season. Now, if you're really tight on money, I'd recommend a potluck. Let your family or friends know, hey, I'm doing a potluck style Christmas, so please bring a dish that you love and want to share with your friends and family. I think that's a great way to approach it as well, because you can just say, I want to make a new tradition where we all bring our favorite dishes, and that's totally fine to do, especially with friends and family. Also wanted to mention, make sure that you make a budget for the holiday season and start in January if possible. We all know that Christmas and the holidays are in December, and there's no surprise there. So if you want to spend a certain amount, like $600 around the holiday season, you can start saving $50 every single month, and then by the end of the year you have $600. But if you're rushed and stressed, it can be really hard to save up, and then people sometimes get into debt because of that. I'm really hoping that this video helped you reconsider getting into debt this holiday season, because you do not need to get into debt to have a magical and wonderful holiday season. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you stick around for more financial content, and I hope you have a wonderful holiday season without financial stress and without stress of the holidays, and you have a wonderful time making magical memories with your family and friends. Bye!